This is where it begins. It's the opening day of the Call of Duty Mobile Garena Masters 10, the start of the Garena 2026 season. It's Cali down here with Warden, and man, the road to legacy starts right now.
Arriba! Hola a todos en la comunidad Latam. Gracias a todos por quedarse despiertos hasta altas horas de la noche. También un enorme agradecimiento a la familia Brian D. We love you guys. So, yeah, man, I'm pretty hyped up here. We got the Latin community here going wild on the chat as well. So, hey, there's a lot of things that you're looking out for. I wonder why, Cali.
I wonder why, right? We're going to be bringing you guys the main topic point here, the elephant in the room. And with the opening day officially underway, let's talk about the squad that is shaping up this season. The Garena Masters 9 champion, Stalwart Esports, now finally rebranded to Al-Ula Esports. Warden, what do we have to say about this team?
I mean, acquisition, Lucas in. They dropped Reef there, unfortunately, close, Indonesian buddy. But with Lucas into the mixture here, the depth of the team just goes pretty freaking wild. I mean, I had a conversation with some of the competitors that they have in Garena, and let's just say that they have been steamrolling a lot of these folks here. So, I mean, I can't wait to see what they can offer on the big stage.
I mean, Lucas in, the last time we saw him in the grand finals was in the Snapdragon Mobile Masters Brazil 2024. And that was with his teammates in Glories, with Mihawk and them. But over the past few years that they have been playing, the team had met its cap potential, right? So having to see Lucas in, always be a highly favored player, one of the best players in the world right now, to be here in Al-Ula. And mind you, Warden, he is now playing with the third best team in the world last year. So we're talking about not just talent here, but teamwork and the system of Palitao. This is going to be something that will have the viewers watching an eye out for Al-Ula moving forward to this 2026 season here in Garena Masters 10. Now, obviously, the dynasty of Elevate still will look to be a challenger here. Surprising that this year, there were rumors that Jai is going to be with Elevate, but turns out there was no roster change for it. What do you think is going to be happening for this team this season?
I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think they absolutely need a roster change. I mean, yes, for sure they fell off from, but the fall off is not really falling off here, Cali. They were the world champs in 2024. They got second on 2025. And I feel like there wasn't really any problems in regards to what roster they were working with. I think it's just a matter of preparation overall as a team that was kind of lacking. But obviously, let's talk about the elephant in the room here. I mean, they are not the defending champions of the Garena Masters for the first time in a while. We got to see that on GM9, as you did say. And it's just a matter of retaining back their throne. I mean, is this roster going to be enough coming up against a brand new depthful squad like Al-Ula? Well, we'll find out initially soon enough.
Yeah, now here's what's going to be interesting, right? Because it's not just the teams that, had some change, had some constant, still players in there with Elevate, right? So two opposing teams that, have found their mark at last year's season. You have Elevate, again, you talked about it, them having a fall off, but still the fall off is still one of the best because you were able to place second last year. And the only problem was that search and destroy. Now, for Al-Ula, definitely a bit more firepower could have helped them. And adding Lucas in is going to make a mark on this team moving forward. And it's not just the teams that will change, right? It's the Battlefield 2, the transition into the map and mobs, right? We have Hardpoint getting a little bit of adjustments there. Arsenal, Takeoff, Search and Destroy, Slums and Meltdown, Control. We have Standoff and Crossroads on it now. So it's going to be interesting how this one is going to be played out in this Garena Masters 10. But we talk about the tournament calendar here. You are watching today. That's February 28, right? Garena Masters 10 is the open qualifier stage that will be happening over the course of this next 2 days. And after that, we got the group stage next week, 5th to 8th March. Then once it's done, right, we got the 14th, 15th of March for the playoffs to determine who is going to be the champion of this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, hey, fortunately, Garena Masters X, Garena Masters 10 made it to the scratch for our last and final day here for February. And man, I mean, very compactful schedule that we have here. But if you talk about the initial way to this tournament, you guys get to see it already. I mean, we start things off with 128 teams in the Swiss format, 6 rounds of best of 3, top 8 advance towards the next stage of competition. And then you move over towards a round robin format with a best of 3 as well. And top 4 advances to in the playoffs. And after the playoffs, you know, you go through the initial quarters, semis, and then the upper bracket finals. And then you move over to a best of 7 towards the grand finals itself. And not only that, Kelly, along the way towards the group stage, we're going to be able to find and cut down top 6 teams from MSP to make it over towards GSI 2026.
And the best thing about Garena Call of Duty Mobile is the consistency of the tournaments every year, right? You have your local regional tournaments that will allow you to qualify to a cross-country international tournament like GSI 2026. We've had a couple of matches like the CDSI back in 2024, as well as the Fall Invitational. So having to have, you know, somewhere for these teams to qualify and fight for more glory is going to be the best thing about it, right? Right now, we're still on the qualifier stage, but what these teams are fighting for is not just the pride as the champion. We're talking about a big sum of prize pool this year. We have bumped up the 25k prize pool to 40,000 USD total. And who is taking the lion's share is gonna bag it home, Warden. 20,000 USD will be taken by the champion of Garena Masters 10.
I mean, you got to talk about the fact that on the last season for Garena Masters, the champion only got $13,000. Now it's a plus seven grand here, Callie. 4,500 on last year's season to now 9,000. 3,000 for the third place. Now it's 5,000. Fourth place gets 2,000, still the same. But obviously, this time around, a bit of a different format here is that instead of 6 teams, we're going to have 8 teams as well. So from 5 to 8, they're going to get 1,000. So it's a very generous, boastful prize pool that we're going to be having here, Callie.
You still want to be placed at the top 6 because that's who will we be sending in the Garena Summer Invitationals. So you want to be able to fight your way into it, because that means you got more odds of actually trying to place better, and maybe perhaps you might get invited to bigger tournaments, right? We talked about Elevate, we talked about Al Ula, 2 of the teams from the MSP scene that will be playing in Garena Masters 10, obviously here at the qualifiers, but have also been directly invited in the Call of Duty Spring Major in China this year. And that says a lot, right? It's not just 2 of them. So if you can place 3rd in the whole scene, you might be invited like TSM, right? We haven't talked about them yet, but TSM, they will be the 3rd team to play in CDM this season. So they are going to be very calculated and dangerous, but we're going to be talking about that moving forward for another day, right? We talk about Elevate and we talk about ELN Starboys right now, Warden. I think this is going to bring back some memories. You have Elevate, who has now been a proven champion. They have won the 2024 World Championship. They have 4 Garena Masters title, and now they're going up against a team that might have mirrored them off the start. ELN Starboys, they may have not had the same success as Elevate now, but if you talk about history, ELN Starboys, they share the same thing. They both have dominated the community scene, and ELN Starboys, they have won 2 Community Gladiators tournament, and this is their first time at taking a test up against Elevate this year.
Yeah, I mean, they've been reaping away the community scene, so I can't wait to see what they can offer here initially. And looking like we are going to be heading straight to a Takeoff Hardpoint as Elevate. Take away Arsenal and Combine. I mean, you know, just happening just a little bit in regards to Elevate. They don't really like to play these newer maps, especially in this brand new season. While for Starboys, Summit and Takeoff, I feel like would be an absolute no-brainer of a choice. You put yourself in the middle grounds of agenda. I mean, you try to dive in deeper as well in regards to Summit Hardpoint. Obviously, Elevate, that is their own masterclass map. Well, you look at Takeoff Hardpoint as well. I mean, back then, I mean, Takeoff Hardpoint generally, this was a map that was around in the competitive scene for Hardpoint specifically back in 2023. And guess what? One of the teams that was able to dominate it was really Elevate as well, or also known as back then WPM Loken. So, hey, Hacienda we go. Staple map. Let's see what can the Starboys offer here.
I mean, I love the bans here for Starboys, right? You don't want to really play the signature map of Elevate in Summit. You also do not want to give them Takeoff, which was their best map back in 2023, back when Takeoff Hardpoint was still a thing. So it's nice to see a middle ground be played here, one that has been played so many times in the community scene and has had its fair share of moments and has been the best map of Elevate outside of that Summit map, gotta be honest, for the past 2 years, Warden. So this is going to be rough for Starboys off the get-go. But if they can throw and if they can show that they got what it takes to fight, I mean, anything is possible in this best of 3.
Yeah, I mean, this Hardpoint agenda is definitely going to set the tone here, and how much the difference will be coming from the Gladiators now here towards Garena Masters X, Weaving Legacy. So I'm pretty excited, Callie. I mean, overall, welcome back, man. I mean, we took a bit of a break overall for because it's a brand new season as well, but it's great to be here once again. We do acknowledge everyone here already going wild and ham on the comment section down below. Make sure you guys share this broadcast all across your friends, family, and just everyone you guys can get a hold of, dude, because this is just the start. I mean, again, this is not even the group stage here, Callie. For the first time in history for Garena Masters, we're gonna have a broadcast for the qualifiers.
Yeah, qualifiers. There are about 80 teams that are currently playing right now at the moment. So we're only going to be able to pick out a couple of teams here and there. And it's just somehow, for some reason, right, we are able to watch Elevate and Starboys here. And it's just funny because we're talking about Legacy, and there's no better story than Elevate here, Warden. This is a team that we've witnessed rose from the community tournaments, grinding, building, choking, winning, proving themselves step by step, and that hunger turned them into world champions. And that's not just success, right? They had to go through a grueling pain of losing so many times, and they just evolved. So yeah, for Starboys, they have the same similarities as Elevate, as I would say it, because they are kind of the best team in the grassroots right now, and they have won the last two community gladiators, back-to-back statements, and that kind of momentum, it can carry on to a season. But having to face Elevate, it's going to be quite tough for them.
I mean, for me, in regards to like the direct, rivalry here, I mean, not really rivalry, but matchup here between Starboys and Elevate. Elevate, they got everything to lose here. Starboys, I mean, they are known locally here in the Philippines, but not really outside of the world. And people don't really exactly know what can Starboys offer here, but one thing for sure, I mean, they have been able to really set the gap already between them as a team compared to other community teams, especially in the Gladiators. So it's, I mean, I don't know if it's a fair welcome for them to go against Elevate here in this qualifiers, but definitely it is a firm statement of welcome to Garena Masters Starboys.
Yeah, it just happened to be the 4-time Garena Masters champion that you're going to be playing, but you're up for a challenge. If you want to become the best, you have to play the best. And here we are, our first match of the Garena Masters 10 qualifiers day 1. It's the 4-time Garena Masters champion, the 2024 world champion Elevate, going up against the community champions in EL and Starboys. P1 at Garena Hardpoint, obviously going to be back and forth scrappy. Let's see how this one goes.
Yeah, I mean, here we go. I mean, actually, we're looking at a different roster here from the side of Eliminations Starboys. We're not really seeing Lex or anything. I think they do have an execution of Ken and Kurth here alongside with the core players Soya, Ace, and Reed. But hey, kicking things off once again here inside of the hill. I mean, has been a back and forth here so far, but prominently, one thing you got to watch out in regards to going against a team like Elevate, their hallway control has been pretty much precise here. But hey, so far, 20 seconds remaining, sub 20 down in the drain, and we're looking at a pretty back and forth here. I mean, plus 10 on the lead count here for the set of Elevate.
It's a guarantee that when you're playing up against Elevate, you're just going to have to shut your brain off for a little bit because of how aggressive they are in terms of playing around the point. And even though if it's a P1, right, look at this, turning it to a Mon Hill, they're just stepping inside at that point, and they have built up a massive, it's not a massive lead, but a great lead enough for them to have a safety net once this P2 starts. So they're going to be coming off early on rotation. Eliminations Starboys are going to try to make that push inside. Ace with the triple. And this is the new update that we're talking about, right, where Switchblades are kind of the meta in the SMG department. And it has done its wonders in terms of the time to kill. That's made things faster in terms of the engagements on this close range engage.
Yeah, actually, specifically in the Asian region here, you will get to see the Switchblade quite a lot. I think the West is still on late run there. I think they're still on the VMT. But overall here, back to the game. I mean, Elevate, they came off late on towards the rotation, but you get to see them solidify things out. I mean, you got Illa there from the back side. You got one player off rotation as well towards the lobby side. And Eliminations Starboys, I mean, the only thing that you can do right now is offer a push out there from the front side, but gunfights is not really connecting to their way.
Yeah, PJ, I mean, the route that these teams are taking, they are just so aggressive around the point. Look at that. They're not even overextending outside of PJ, right? They are really centered around the point. That's Kendi as well as Kalo, the usual suspects, and trying to soak up as much time around the point. And PJ has had a great year last year, and possibly the MVP outside of Emperor Uling. And he's still here grinding, 11 kills to his name along with his partner, OP. They're going to try to make this break here. He's on a 6th free. But have to watch out for this guy. He is unstoppable right now in this matchup.
Yeah, as a Hardpoint opens up here, Elevate has 3 offers to work with. Kalo whips out his own, but unfortunately doesn't really get to get any accumulation off that. Kendi as well with a War Machine. The raw mechanical gunfights has been the separating factor in regards to them up against Starboys. Starboys, they got a Tempest as well to work with. It's going to be Kurtz investing this one through. TJ from the front side still looking to get their contestation. The sponsors so defined for the set of Elevate here from Well side, and they are just able to win the bulk of the kills. And you get to see as time pass by, the lead goes bigger, Cali.
It's looking pretty hard for Starboys to come back here unless they find their operators to find out value. Right now, they only got 1 invested out, and it's not gonna be enough to get the kills here. TJ is gonna go out loose. 16 kills. It's 1 off of the lead in terms of the highest kills of Yopi, definitely up there. And Yopi, one of the best IGLs in the world, as you can say, has led this team back-to-back World Championship Grand Final spots, though. Yeah, for Starboys, gotta find something on this P4 if you want to try to outdo the IGL and the whole entire team of Elevate.
Elevate beats them off rotation here. Eliminations Starboys off the trail. You got player 2 PJ being a nuisance there from the top side. A lot of spawns out though on both, so that's gonna be a flip of spawns now here for the set of Eliminations Starboys. And they're going to try to break it through here from the back. As Yopi finds a double spree once again. Susano doubles it down with a double of his own. But it types it to 3, and now Spawns gets flipped. PG gets the read. That mission is going to be out for Susano. And
wow,
it's absolutely so defined. Dominance coming through here from the set of Elevate.
I wouldn't say it's dominant, right? It's just clinical. And the way that Elevate played has ended up revolutionizing everything in the whole entire scene. And many teams have started to get stronger just by following the principles of how Elevate is playing it around the point in this map. The 100-point lead that we're able to build up here, Kalo will be able to streak up to an EMP system. And everybody's fragging out. No signs of rust coming in here for Elevate. They're still off par. And they want to make sure that this gets to be a quick rundown on this map. Wow. PJ. Yeah, he wants the MVP. He wants it bad.
Yes, we've been sliding through. Fortunately, Kurt able to lurk around, able to get the kill as well. But that's the thing as well, you know. You have a hard time with PJ. What comes next is the rest of the crew of the Elevate squad. It could be Kalo, Susano, Kendi, Yopi up next. And each and every one of them is just clicking with their gunfights. I mean, yeah, pretty stale run here from set of Eliminations Starboys coming from the last 3 hard points. They've been able to claim like, 20 points from the last 3 hills, and it's not looking to change at all here in this stack of hardpoints here, Cal. It's sub 20 remaining. Elevate still on the roll.
On the roll, just because of the operators that they're throwing around the map. I don't think Starboys has had enough operator throw, enough for them to find a multi-kill in this matchup right now. And that's going to be a big blow, especially up against a team of a caliber like Elevate, who are definitely swarming around the point. You need those war machines. You need every bit of your operator to actually connect for you to be able to find a break inside of the point, but that has not happened here so far. And Elevate continues with the massacre in this map.
That's a charm here. They are able to win the rotation. PJ, good for 3 off the claw. Reed responds back with a Sparrow. Heavily sustained though. Tendi good for 2 as well on the field with a Predator missile. The hardpoint breaks through, opens up now here for the players of Elevate once again, and they push them back. It's the same old story and how it went down the first run here on the P2.
It's just looking pretty grim right now for Starboys. You want to reach 100 points here, but Elevate has shown that the quality that they are is still exquisite. A break coming through the front now here. Kendi, they're storming up. Their ground's covered up, but they're still remaining firm around the hill. And again, the ability to find this trade, the ability to find multi-kills here for almost everybody in Elevate is just crazy. Starboys, I don't know what it is. It could be a first game jitter on live that they are kind of experiencing it. This one is incredibly inconsistent. This game's still not yet over though. We're moving on to P3, and this might be where it ends up, Warden.
Yeah, I mean, hey, take a look at this. Gladiator Kings, welcome. Up against the Garena Masters Kings now. 241 to 54 here. Game's definitely going to end on this very hill. Not unless Elevate for all of a sudden maybe not can really sustain this one through, but the hard point is cleared upon. Leeway is there, and just like that, Eliminations Starboys, welcome to Garena Masters.
100-point club free membership access brought to you by the 4-time Garena Masters champion, the 2024 world champion, Elevate. And let's not forget, man, it wasn't close. Elevate made this statement, and it's a loud one. And Star Boys, I kind of thought that they're going to be coming here hot, but Elevate just cooled them off. Every time we switched to an Elevate POV, Warden, it just kind of felt like boards controlled, dominant, clinical. I don't know what word to describe it, but if every bit of those players are finding 3-piece every time before they die, there's really something wrong with the game.
Yeah, I mean, for the entirety of the game, pretty much. I mean, the only time we were able to get possession here from the set of Star Boys was really on the P1 and off P2, but when it came down to moving back to P3 and the first initial P4, it was just all story written down by the side of Elevate. No contention whatsoever, gunfights was pretty much dominated. I mean, in some ways, Star Boys showed some methodical rotations there, but eventually they just couldn't find the connections that they needed to sustain the hard point.
It was hard. It was hard, especially when their operators are not clicking. And if you can't help break it with your weapons already off the get-go, and you can't find it with your operator skills, you just can't break the hill. It's elevated. The trophy system's down. They have the gunfights to back them up. They got their score streaks available for them to just shut down the push whenever things went south in this matchup right here. And yeah, it definitely was a win. A big win at that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the reach was there, pretty spot on. I mean, back then we used title agenda, what, Tally? The latest pick. And it's safe to say, well, nothing has changed. Still rightfully owning this domain, and well, it's just a matter of, you know, picking it up now for the set of Star Boys. But fortunately, you know, it's not going to be another hardpoint game mode to move over towards the search and destroy. And if I'm not mistaken, Callie, it's only going to be a best of 3 here, though. So that's going to be their final lifeline here if they are Star Boys.
It's going to be rough, man. It's a best of 3. You have no more room for error. But we talk about the game. We talk about the post-game scoreboard here. See what's up. Soya and the crew. I mean, nobody really getting past 20 kills here for Alien Star Boys. And again, if you get win your gunfight, there's no way you're going to be able to make the break inside the hill. There's no way you're holding it. And you're just going to have to worry about the next game, right? It's Elevate, one of the best hardpoint teams in the world. But what you can do, though, is try to strike them. Search and Destroy is coming up right up next.
Search and Destroy, what do we expect here? I mean, in regards to the stat line, it is the worst game mode for the set of Elevate, for the 2025 season. But is it something that Eliminations Star Boys can actually make up for? I'm not too certain. We just have to expect and see it. I mean, in the Gladiators run, they were steamrolling pretty much every team. They're all coming from Hardpoint, Search and Destroy, and Control. But again, this is a totally different beast that you are up against with, and that is Elevate, aka 2024 World Champions, aka 4-time Garena Masters champions. So let's see if they can make the scratch here once again. I mean, if I'm not mistaken as well, I mean, Eliminations Star Boys, even if they lose this match here up against Elevate, they still have another lifeline there in this qualifiers. But initially, you're on a Swiss stage. You only really got, what, 2 chances pretty much to make it to the scratch for the top 8.
Only 2 chances. And the MVP of the match, it's going to be Kalo with 34 kills to 11 deaths and 10 assists. And Kalo has definitely been a name, right? Not exactly you would associate with being a star player, but he's the kind of the glue guy for this team, right? Whenever he plays best, whenever the squad needs someone to play clutch, Kalo, you can't count him for that. So not only can he score you kills, but he's gonna soak up the time inside that point, and soak up he did in the map number 1.
Yeah, I mean, Kalo has been the it factor here for the set of Elevate. You know, a lot of the times there was a lot of speculation as well that maybe Kalo will get dropped out from the roster, but you got to note that he is a role player, and when it comes to doing his objectives, rotations, he's an absolute monster for it. Pretty consistent, I would say. And you know, he just creates a space that, you know, a player like PJ and Yopi needs to really ensure and continue the dynamics of why Elevate is Elevate right now.
I mean, dominant start here, 250-54 in the scoreboard. Now, here comes the real test actually here for me, Warden, right? We're moving on to a Search and Destroy. And from last year, that was 7 rounds in total in the World Championship format. It has been bumped up to 9 rounds, Warden. So what do you think? Elevate, I think, might be more exposed now since there are more rounds that they'd have to play. So there's less luck involved and more skills, more strategy that you're going to have to involve in order for you to win.
I mean, I think it benefits, I think, pretty much everyone here. Just seeing how dominant China was on the last year's run for Search and Destroy, having more repetitions on for every region now here to make it a standard format for the World Championship is going to help out the rest of the regions quite a lot. So I like it myself.
I mean, yeah, definitely. And it's just going to be amazing to see how it is going to be played right now, right? Search and Destroy is something that Elevate had shown a lot of problems back in the days, right? That was the reason why in 2023 they could not 2024 they could not 2023 they could not qualify to the World Championship. And last year actually they got exposed by Q9 at the end on the grand finals where they lost the Search and Destroy. So maybe this year, right, that might be something that they'd look to try to work around with, because if anything, really, you think about that Hardpoint map, Pool Warden. All 5 of those maps were at least at some point Elevate's best map, except the Combine.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I mean, at some point here, I might just say just leave it down to the pros and probably fix it up later on. But in regards to just the expectancy now here for this series here, Cali, Starboys, we don't exactly know how much they can offer now in regards to what are their best prowess, best maps, because the Gladiators is a separate entity here. It's an absolute way to put your name out there. But now, since you are granted another qualifier here, a bigger stage of Garena Masters, it's a bit sketchy. It's a bit finicky for Starboys. But it is as well. We had a conversation before this broadcast that S&D really dictates a lot of things in regards to what the future can hold for a certain team. So I'm kind of hoping to see that factor here click in for the set of Starboys.
I mean, it's going to be hard, right? It's going to be really hard for them to match up with Elevate, but they could try their best. And, this is where you kind of gauge yourself and where you are right now. So I hope they don't get really demonetized about it.
Well, we'll see about it. Start things off here for the first round. Ace gets the first blood here. Finds Kenny away. Sonya good for 2. Up with a PKM. Kilo finds 1 in the process, but again, cuts him away with a nade. And now it's going to be Susano. Mr. Susano all alone. Reed goes for the chase down. Spots Susano away. Not going to be a problem for the first round here for the set of Eliminator Starboys.
It looks pretty good here for them, right? I mean, immediately you find value from Soya there, who finds 2 kills right away. And Elevate, Slums going to be the map pick. I mean, could have been a throw-in on the firing range, but you want to see how this one gets played out by Starboy. So the defense definitely held its ground for the first time. Elevate are going to choose to play slow this time after that first round defeat.
Uh-oh. Yep, not going to be the best defeat there for Yen. That's for sure. They're able to find one off the Graves, and hey, we talked about it. Bleeding really comes through here on Search and Destroy. Ooh, rouse him over. No, PJ good for 2. Finds Kurth and Yen away. Latest edition gone. That's the core players who remain for the set of Starboys.
It's so tricky to play Slums. So many corners for you to hold, so many angles for you to watch, and a lot of head glitch that are involved, but Elevate Susano will find a way to put that bomb planted at the B site. It's a 3v2. Numbers-wise, Elevate has looked good. And Eliminator Starboys are the one tasked to play that retake. Where do they want to take this hit is the question. All 3 lanes are covered up by Elevate.
Big right there from the back. PJ 3 off this round. Reed all alone here, spots it out. Off the heady, doesn't go for the commitment there. So 20 remaining off this round as well. Susano doubles it down, finds himself away. But PJ, more than enough. That's going to be 4 kills off this round here. Just like that, Elevate responding back with their own side.
A nice response to see the pacing of that first round being fast. Right, Elevate decided to throw it off with a 2-1-2 split to play it slow. And that has allowed them to actually get a great view of how the setup was like there for Starboys. PJ with the massive attempt to win that. But Susano was the one that opened it up to plant the bomb and absolutely turn it up. Now EOP's gonna get the first blood here. Round number 3 looking pretty good for both sides. They found their opening trades. But the follow-up here for Candy is good enough for them to be able to make the push more confidently. And EOP's gonna find that kill onto Reed. That opens up the B side wide open.
Uh-oh. Soya, Yen. Look at this smoke. He's actually able to survive. Hello. I get picked off here, but nope. PJ able to get that kill. Now Yen off with a marksman here from the back, wrapping around. Might just be able to get Yopi here without a problem. But Kenny can react it quickly as well, but not really the best weapon to get the trade, but never mind. Gets the flick. Get it done on the lead. Elevate. They go.
Wow. Kenny's still the main sniper in this 2026 season. You would think that it would be Susano after that amazing year last year, but turns out Candy's still the guy that they want to hold that sniper for them. And he's been ever reliable, right? Ever since he's been with the Elevate, back-to-back Worlds Finals appearance. And here, he's got 2 kills. Not that notable, but he's hit his shot so far.
But if it's still run here, play for picks, definitely. That is the, let's just say, standard here for Slums. Either it's a blitz play or just a battle of snipers. It all boils down to Ace and Kendi. PJ lurking on the corner side.
Wow.
In particular towards Kurt himself, but Yen finds Kendi away. That's going to be a massive kill now. 2 out here from Elevate. We're definitely possibly bound to see an equalizer here.
Yep. Just Kurt waiting for PJ here. He picks the right angle. Leads on to PJ. Nasty shot. Then Starboys are going to clean up house. All they got to do is arrive in the garage to hold it down up against Susano, who's got the PKM in his hands. He's going to fall. And Starboys will tie it up.
Well, 2 for 2 to go. Battle for picks once again. Now, Elevate, I don't know. Probably switch up the pace. Definitely, I mean, this is a team that is highly dynamic in regards to the pace thing. And looking like this time around, it's the same format here. Leaves PJ there off the lurk, off the worst round, the vicinity of blue. You got Kayla as well with an RPK rolling down, but Kendi finds Ace away on the first blood here, drawn by the side of Elevate.
Yo, it's gonna be scrappy here, but if Yen finds this kill on TOP, that's gonna stop that push from mid to go out in a way in favor for Elevate. Information already out that there's a guy holding that small that fountain, and there you go. Elevate found the kills. That's 2 straight into mid map, and a B plant is inevitable. Soil's going to be the last person standing, trying to work this way up. A 1v3 clutch would work very well in the mental state of Starboys to earn your first round win, your first lead in this S&D.
Oh yeah, 2 guns here up and about, has the sniper and the LMG to work with. And just like that, Susano off top fountain, able to get the shot down. On the lead we go. Cali back and forth, man. No steamrolling whatsoever. Definitely a fight we're seeing here from set of Starboys.
I can really Call of Duty Mobile. Masters, I mean, Slums. Definitely one of those maps where it can really be hard to swing over maps in S&D. But if it's Hardpoint, right, it's, we're talking about a huge double. But here, Elevate looks to try to string 2 rounds in a row with PJ finding a double. Just 2 more guys. So we're talking about them just going back and forth. Now here, they may have found the weakness of Starboys in this defense. And it's that mid-map. That's where it's kind of flailing right now for Starboys. And that's going to allow Elevate to win 2 rounds back-to-back.
And what you need in this level of competition is just the reinforcements. You try to make up for what you initially lose out on the previous round. You don't want any teams to abuse that, but one thing they also got to worry about is a change of pace. And looking like Elevate this time around, they're just going to go head straight, bombarding, head bashing towards the B bomb side as Yopi finds the first frag here with the nade. First there from the top side, Sano able to get the shot down, and in a blink of an eye, it's a 1v5 situation. El Captain Ace all alone. How much can you do? Absolutely nothing. 2-5 now, 3-round lead for Elevate.
Oh, wow. PJ, look at PJ, man. It's just crazy to think PJ, who has been the best respawn player in the world for maybe 2 consecutive years already. His main weakness is S&D. We've mentioned it so far. Reason why Elevate loses S&D is because PJ is inconsistent. My man's got 11 kills, and look at that. They continue to strike upon the weakness of that mid map. Kalo, close spray, wait. A minute now. Ace with the double out of nowhere. This has now turned into a Star Boys advantage.
1v2 now. A bit of a, you know, if you're Star Boys, you want to hold each other's hands now. Again, Ace, you can't let him just isolate you one by one.
Oh my
How do you let
god.
that slide?
Can
PJ can't do it. No way you win this round like this. Has the bomb on his hand as well. Can definitely take his time to wrap around. It's all going to come down to the timing.
Oh, big brain.
Again, they switched the sides.
Who's the defender now?
Yeah,
I don't think he's got any idea at all. There's still sound cue that the bomb is going to be on A. And PJ has got himself a moment to clutch the situation and put Elevate up by 4 rounds.
He sees him.
But Yen is a close range gun. Not typically one you would use on this mid-range, but Yen down to 1 HP.
You don't want to
PJ reloads in the middle, but still wins it.
It's not over yet.
Why?
Crazy attempt there for Yen.
Yeah,
Had no regards of... Yeah, had a sniper on board. He could have just rotated. Decides to take the challenge. I don't think he knew that PJ was the guy that was alive remaining at that last round.
I'm kind of baffled here. It was given the fact that, you know, PJ's down ahead. But hey, move on to the next round, though. Kurt finds the first frag. Susano, Yopi. Yen! Make it up now.
Yen!
Good for 2. Susano, Yopi in and out. Kendi finds Ace away. Now it's 2v2. Both ends next to each other here. Definitely take the time here. Still a minute and 30 seconds. Player 1, Reed and Kendi meets
before they were a world champion, before they were Garena Masters champion, they were once a community champion. And that's where currently ELN Starboys is at the moment. So yeah, may this loss be a lesson that, hey, it's not about us being great, they just played better. But now we know where we are right now in the current scene, and we know for sure that we can earn it up again. You are gonna need to refresh yourself because there's still a lot of attempts for you to be able to qualify to the group stage. But here we have it, our MVP of the match. It's PJ with 18 kills, 6 deaths. That's I would say 6.4 at 2.4 KD. Very impressive.
You know, if I was to decipher as well, we talk about Elevate coming from the same roots as Starboys. Callie, I mean, with no discrimination whatsoever from side of Starboys, we gotta admit though, I mean, the Low Kings was able to win like what, a 30 championship in 1 month. Waste of War as well. I mean, back when we didn't have no gladiators, it was Waste of War. But yeah, definitely sets its own here. But you know, one thing that I would definitely be proud of is definitely having, you know, experience here to go against Elevate at their true form now. You know, this is different from scrimmages. This has actual weight into it in regards to a tournament. We're talking about the largest Garena Masters tournament already. And yeah, I mean, fortunately for the side of Starboys, it's only 1 loss for them on the qualifier stage. We might still be able to see them make it to the top 8, especially if they can win their next few matches.
I mean, there's still a lot of ways for them to play, right? So you're just gonna have to survive the 6 rounds of action that you are going to be trying to fight for in this tournament. And again, for everybody that are trying to watch it here right now, this is currently round 3 of the qualifiers. So we've seen Al Ula actually play off screen, and they have won already 2 matches prior to this round number 3 win that they went up against, I believe is SVT Aether. So that's going to be pretty good for them, right? Maybe we could see them here today.
Yeah, we probably could. I mean, I really want to see Al Ula play out. I mean, everyone has been eyeing out for them. They want to see this next form of, you know, quote unquote, previously known Stalwart Esports acquisition of Lucasen. So, I mean, and, you know, just talk about Lucasen as well. The pacing has changed quite a lot, man. I mean, this guy was an AR heavy player. Not necessarily heavy player, but more so literally was renowned for his AR marksman skills. But he switched over towards an SMG, and it absolutely has been phenomenal in regards to the pacing. But with that being said, guys, that will sum things up for our first series here. We still got 2 more to go for today. This is Garena Masters 10, Weaving the Legacy. We'll be right back after this break.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are right back here in the Call of Duty Mobile Garena Masters 10 Qualifiers, day number 1. We've seen Elevate dominate up against ALN Starboys on that match. Number 1 today was the quick 2-0 victory, 100-point club serve, and a +5 advantage in terms of the amount of lead that they took on that search and destroy stumps. Now we move forward and we get to take a look at the reigning defending champions of Garena Masters. It's the former squad of Stalwart Esports, but even better, they got Lucazin now in the roster, and for a team that has upgraded their AR, it is going to be crazy, Warden.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely crazy. I mean, if you guys are seeming to find the name Olula a bit familiar, I mean, this org has been around quite some time, actually. You know, I think for at least 2 years already in the COD community. Yeah. It's just that they have been renowned to be around the Saudi E-League 2025 major tournaments. And they were the champions from Major 1 to Major 2. And guess what? Who was inside of that roster? It was Lucazin and his teammate Mihawk as well back in Glories. And obviously, you tried the Eager as well, leading the team afterwards the victorious run for the Saudi E-League. But now this is not Saudi E-League, and this is a totally different roster. It is going to be a full-blown Asian roster, plus Lucazin on board. So, hey, once again, everyone has been hyping out this team, and everyone has been longing to see this team play out. And how much more as well as they go against a team as Savant Aether.
There is no better, high-profile player to actually add into this one. Into the Garena scene, Warden. We have never seen one of the 5 best players in the world be added in Garena to an already stacked team. And the problem with Lucazin back in the days is that he's one of the best players, but he's had history where his teams kind of hold him back, So this year, he's on a team where it already thrived, getting the 3rd place from the SDE run from the 2025 World Championship. So you also got Jai in here, one of the best players that you're going to be able to have from that last year's run. And you're going to drag us into a hardpoint takeoff. And man, the last time I've seen Lucazin play a takeoff, 2022. The SKS meta, bro. 50 kills per game. That was insane.
Yeah, I mean, this map here, I mean, the only change is really just spawn points, a bit more erratic, I would say, compared to how last time we saw this one play out. That P3 Cali, I mean, I've been trying to analyze this hard point, and I gotta say, getting spawn definition here is just pretty tough to do. Obviously, you want to get back Jenny's control, so on and so forth, but, we can skip the analysis for the time being. I'm just more than curious in what can Savant Aether offer here up against a squad like Alula.
It's less about the analytics here. It's more about, performing, because this is the qualifiers. You have a long day ahead in this tournament, and you got a lot of tries to actually make it to the group stage. But here you go. Al-Ula. Al-Mahata Al-Kadimahia. Takeoff. The next station is Takeoff, and Al-Ula are set in to play in this matchup. And, for sure, Lucazin is going to be the high-profile player that you're going to eye out for here. Last year, it was FDX with the AR, if I'm not mistaken. So now they got Lucazin and Jai as their AR duo. And man, if you tell me Jai is gonna have Lucazin last year, I'm gonna lose my mind, because you have 2 of the most consistent AR players in your team right now. This is gonna be quite a delight for us here in Garena, as well as in the CDM season coming up ahead.
Yeah, most definitely. And by the way, though, bom dia a todos do Brasil. Aproveitem o show. So enjoy, guys, as we open things up here already. I mean, P1's about to close out here, Kylie. And before Alula, I mean, he got 6 kills already from the side of Lucazin, 4 for the side of Globe and Jai, and just play on Barrage. I mean, you talk about how scrappy Shenda was earlier with Elevate and Star Boys. Takeoff Hardpoint P1 is a totally different beast, and the fact that Alula is able to scrape away 30 points says a lot in regards to how well they are able to get this finish in. But fortunately for Savant Aether, though, they are able to get the backside control here for P2, but can they win the gunfights? This question.
I mean, most of the viewers are going to be thinking, how well would Lucazin actually adapt into a Garena team? And man, I feel like it's going to be a plug and play for him already. 11 kills in the first 67 seconds of the game. And yeah, this P2 definitely going to be a bit more better for Aether, as they got the spawns off the get-go, but Chloe with the double off the back, and Jai penetrates inside, and they are going to be successful in providing the backup to slay down those players inside.
Not bad though. I mean, first initial 20 seconds or so off this P2, Savan Aether showing some sense of lives, but as now the spawns are going to get flipped away. They got to play this one here from the front side, bottom ADM here, backside push. Aether finds one for himself, but the trade will be there for the set of FDX. Jai whips out the War Machine as well as Clove has the equalizer to go through. Kimbo out, pushing through. Alula, good for the last 10 seconds as well. Savan Aether in the process, though, they have the option to go for the early rotation now down P3.
But they're still contesting this last few bits of points that you got here in this P2, which I love that they're not backing down away, because P3, the spawns are kind of messy, so it doesn't really matter if you have the early rotation or not. You're going to be able to surprise your opponent or your team anytime, anywhere in this hard point coming up ahead. It's still going to be quite a decent lead Alula has on this map. So right now, as Aether, just want to be able to put some more pressure inside of the point. It doesn't matter if you're not combining a lot of kills individually up against this 5-man of Alula. What matters is that you're playing more objective, which is currently what they're doing at the moment. So trying to apply that scenario up against a squad that is highly talented, that's one way for you to win and keep this game close.
67-38 here. Savan Aether, though, from the back, able to flip the spawns away. And my God, I mean, Savan Aether definitely showing some sense of lives. And Gian, 82, able to get us free here from the front side, able to push back some of the players here from the side of Alula, and they're only trailing by 17, cutting it down even more as they play for the scrap time.
I mean, P3 really came up big here. The operator skills find a value. And Aether, I mean, I was kind of thinking that this game would have been gone after that P2 hill from Alula, which was very promising, but it ain't over just yet. Predator missile for Lucazin to try to set up his teammates on the early rotation onto P4. Tim has been playing a little bit slower than his usual, but his teammates have picked it up. Kane has got 19. They bring out the depth machine. Let's see if that is going to be able to find enough value to put away Alula in this P4. Fights are going to be messy inside.
Yeah, P4 ends off.
Lucazin, again, being one of the top tier ARs, he is breaking it down.
Yeah, definitely. 65-60 now. Here we go. I mean, 85-60, and seeming like Alula here not getting the most definition, at least coming from a few respective hills previously. But here on this P4, a totally different story as Lucazin fires a Predator missile. Good for 3 to his name. No pinches to be offered here by the players of Savan Aether, and they are just getting mowed down by the players of Alula.
Yeah, 2 operators. That's 2 Predator missile invested there by Ola Lucazin just to put this team with a big margin moving on to P1. And again, you want to be able to cash it out here once again, Warden. Lucazin doing a lot of load for you. 31 kills in the first 4 hills. Now it's time to pull away.
111-60 to go. I mean, if you are Savan Aether here, what you do is what you were able to run down on the first deck of hardpoints. Get the P1 control here just a little bit, make the most out of that P2 and on that T3 as well. And so far, as we open things up here for the deck of hardpoints, you get to see the players of Alula. Lucazin just soaking the hill time as he wins the gunfight, but Tim able to get the shot down. Good for 1 elimination. Jai for the top side as well. Able to get 1. Massive reads here from the side of Alula, and they are definitely in control of the P1 once again.
Here we go. Lucazin, 68 seconds on the time, which is, I believe, the more that we've seen him play, right? He's very good in terms of adapting to any team that he plays for anyway. Now, honestly, Aether, things are starting to slow down for them for a bit. P2 is going to be coming up on top, and now you're going to be needing to find a way to stop this ever-growing fire Alula has set into flames in this matchup now. It doesn't matter how strong you start, right? You want to be able to finish with a better result, and a better result means going up with the win. And at the moment, Alula is in the best place possible. Lucazin, again, tearing them down apart. I can't recall how many times he's built up to a Predator missile already. This man is a walking sentry turret.
Yeah, I mean, this is a man that needs no introductions at all. 36 to his name already, setting the gap here, and as he whips out the death machine, he was able to find 1. Make it a double as Tim walks into it. Make it Kane as well, probably. Kills after kills he go. Left, right, back, front, center. Lucazin, single-handedly for Alula, just pushing back the players of Savan Aether.
Yeah, they are not wasting any time at all to pull away. Once they had that momentum, once they knew Aether's momentum is completely dried out, they're going to continue milking it more. It's already dried out. It's Powder at this point. Alula will continue to bring up that lead. Moving on to P3, that's where they kind of struggle. So let's see what kind of adjustments they'll be doing to aid that play that they did earlier.
Third MVP run. Few years back, Lucas doubles it down, 40 kills to his name, 29 on Jai. Now P3, a bit of a net factor here though. First time around we were able to see this massive turnaround there from Setup Aether as they open things up though. This time around, spawns are not going to be favored to their way. So first initial second, Aether, it comes through for their side, but Alula able to swarm it already. Top side, back side, name everything, all locked down by Alula.
Oh man, it's just looking pretty good now. Hades just trying to bring out that operator, still not finding any value out of it. And again, the swarm inside has looking incredibly more sustainable now. And look at him, the walking 50-man machine. I mean, he's gonna reach 50 points at this point. And he's playing inside the hill. He wants to go objective time, and he doesn't miss when it is time to go in for kill. Man, he is hungry as ever. This Brazilian goat, man. I don't know what to say. How many times he's got himself a Predator missile? If I can recall it, five or six or seven.
6, 7, they go.
One more.
234.
One more.
72. Look at 8. That machine's out. Steer control this mid lane. Pushing through now here. Spawns are flipped. He's in the middle in no man's land, and he's just getting kills after kills. Hardpoint opens up. Alula in control. Savant Aether once again trying to hit it down from the backside this time around, but Lucas is there. 51 to his name. But hey, no. A bit of contention here from Set of Aether. 45 seconds still left to be fought for, but only 7 is needed here for Set of Alula, but Aether is not backing down.
Oh, they're fighting. But Chai's gonna bring up that war machine that's gonna clear out the defense. Inside, Supreme, Sublime from Divine. That is Alula with the massive performance on that takeoff map. Coming off of a 51 kill performance from Lucasin. No doubt, he has incredibly adjusted to the basing of Garena. Man has got himself, what? Potentially 60 seconds. I don't care. Lucasin in Brazil will not average 60 seconds. But if he did today in here, in this match,
he almost got 120 seconds, bro. I think we almost got nearly 2 minutes hill time.
Wow. Oh man, that's yeah. I'm kind of lost for words because SDE last year, I mean, their main problem was there was kind of some bit of inconsistency in terms of playing in that AR role. I mean, you have Jai, incredibly consistent, but there's been an in and out there for FTX here and there, right? But yeah, this looks pretty good to me. I mean, Lucasin, I don't know. I don't think there is much better performance to introduce yourself to the region by dropping a 51 kill bomb. And I know it's up against Aether, but Aether was going ham here. On the first hill rotation warden, they were fighting, they were scramming, there was only a single-digit lead. Then up until Lucasin showed up, that's where it kind of fell apart for Aether.
Yeah, I mean, Lucasin does tend to be a late boiler sometimes, and same was for the rest of the crew here from the side of Alula, but goes to show, I mean, quick adaptability. That's exactly where you kind of like separate yourself from the amateurs. It's just how well you're able to change up your play style in regards to, in correlation to who you are up against with. It wasn't a bad feat from the set of Savant Aether coming from the first 3 or 4 hard points or so, but once the momentum was shined upon from the set of Alula, well, there was no turning back.
Yeah, there was no turning back. Oh man, once you go into this match and you kind of review it, right? I mean, FTX had a slow start, then they immediately picked up that pace, and I think, you know, that could go a long way together here as well. That Alula is kind of complete right now. We haven't even talked about Skurd, man. The ever consistent performance from Skurd and from Clove from last year just got overshadowed by the performance of Lucasin and the way he's able to frag out in this tournament. So yeah, that's going to be, oh my god, a minute and 33? A minute and 33 seconds with 53 kills. Man is a demon.
199 impact rating. When do you ever get to see is it even possible to get to 100? I feel like 199 is absolutely perfect masterclass performance already in regards to the impact rating. So when you got your ARs running the objective line, and then your SMG does exactly the same thing as well. You know your team dynamic is spot on, bro.
Yeah, that's spot on. That is the way the fundamentals of Hardpoint plays, right? Get your AR in the point, let your SMG do the damage for you. And that's how Al-Ula absolutely put it on a show here in this map number 1 itself. And Lucazin, again, you know, a lot of people are watching all over the world. A high-profile player from Brazil. In fact, the #1 player in Brazil shifting, moving to the Philippines to play for Al-Ula just to have a better chance to play high-quality Call of Duty Mobile, Warden. That says a lot, right? You're flying into a new country, a different of your own, and to be able to out-frag everybody else speaks a lot of what this man can do. The talent is insane. Lucazin, the MVP of that map #1.
Welcome to Garena Masters, Lucazin. Welcome to Garena. Jesus. 52, 23, 15. An actual P for the KDA, and you just gotta put in the hill time, man. 1 minute and 33 seconds, getting this much kills. I mean, bro, not gonna lie. If I wanted to get this amount of kills, I gotta play for cutoffs. No hill time.
No hill time. You know that's the thing. You go back 4 years, Warden. You go back 4 years. You watch Lucazin the way he played Takeoff. He will score 60 kills. 60 kills. 10 seconds hardpoint time back in the days. Look at him here, 52 kills, 1 minute and 33 seconds in the point. So yeah, talk about the adapting of the playstyle from Garena. I felt like, you know, he already found the groove out of playing multiple scrims, maybe exposed to it already by the time that this tournament opened up.
Yeah, I mean, and it goes to show as well, I mean, you know, a system like this doesn't really come through if it wasn't for any great coaches. Paletao, obviously, we don't want to forget about him. This guy really brought in the throne, the Garena Masters, and you can't neglect it. I mean, it's a total rebrandment here for this roster. They're not Star Esports anymore. They're now Al-Ula, and this roster still is the defending champions of Garena Masters. For them to show up that performance there up against Van Aether goes to a lot of promise. A bit of a shake there coming in on the first 4 hard points, but till then, they were just on the show when the burner was through.
It was hard for Aether to play through that game after that performance from Lucazin. But still, again, overshadowed was Kurt, who was definitely killing up with the frags in that game. But now I feel like, you know, let's just get it over with. Let's just watch our team play the S&D. Like, let's get over it. Yes.
Who's going to be rocking at sniper? Is it going to be FDX or is it going to be Lucas?
Now, if you're Paletao and you've seen how it works, you should give the sniper to Lucazin. I don't think there's anybody in that team that is as consistent as Lucazin from the 2025 run. So who knows? I don't know. We don't know how it goes from the back end and things here for STE, now known as Al-Ula. But I would definitely hand it out to Lucazin. But it still could be FTX. Still one of the best snipers in the world, we could say.
Funny enough, you know, Jai can even wield the sniper as well. But actually, boiling down to that point, why is it that, you know, there's only one sniper now? Well, in regards to the latest addition here, or the change for the World Championship format, is that the previously known as the marksman role is now separated. It's a separated entity. You know, it got divided. So marksman is actually marksman now, and then sniper is its own role. And then for the heavy category as well, heavy, there's no more heavy. It's more shotgun and LMG. So, hey, there can only be one LMG, one sniper per team, one shotgun and so as well, and one marksman rifle. So let's see about it. We're just waiting for the players here to connect for the 5th player from the set of Van Aether. And Callie, we are heading straight to a coastal search and destroy.
It seems like we're going to see more of this with Paletao as the coach of Al-Ula. And there's no doubt that they do love to play their coastal map. I mean, they fought tooth to nail with TSM in the Garena Stage 4, if I'm not mistaken. You know, where AG and Skurd and Clove were actually fighting to the death just to take this map away at that time. But let's see how this one works with Lucazin. Seems like he's going to be the main sniper here, Warden. Jai's going to be the separate marksman. Then you'll have Clove, probably the shotgun player. Yes, indeed. So that's the setup that you're going to see here for Al-Ula. Coastal definitely a bit more CT-sided. So you'd want to get as much as you can get if you're Aether here.
Yeah, touch on that. Skirt's going to be running the flex as well. So FDX will have that LMG on board for his side. We'll see about it as 7 seconds separates us from the game itself. Series on board. Al-Ula takes the lead off Hardpoint Takeoff. Now we are here on Coastal Search and Destroy. Start things off here on the first half. Savant Aether is going to be here on the defense.
Okay, let's see how this one goes. You're on the defense. You send out 2 players already on long on A. But Al-Ula are going to be playing slow around that B side. Waiting for that first 20 seconds before popping in the hit. Kane is going to be alone on an island. Has to stay alive. Finds the first onto Skirt. Stun is there. Only going to be able to pick up 1. It's Clove that will clear up that B point. But that bomb is going to be dropped. They have to pick it up. Not yet planted. That will give time for Aether to move around the map.
It's going to be planting here on the corner side here. Definitely going to be open for post-ons later on. But die in FDX. Finds 2 in the process, though. And it's just going to be Tim and Jayon on the side of Savant here all alone. And just like that now, Jayon here in a 1v3 against Al-Ula. On the mid-cross, can't find much. Jai shuts him away. Al-Ula gets the first round.
No way. We just saw that 3v4 right there. I felt like the way that retake there was just kind of disjointed. There was no way for you to win that if you played 1v1s up against a team that knows how to hold their ground. We saw the gunfight from the map number 1. Here they are on the defense once again, stacking 2 guys on the B side here. So Aether are going to be quite stronger on the defense on B. I don't know if Al-Ula has found a pickup yet, but they're on their way to the B side, Warden.
Smokes drop as well, cancelled out by the trophy. Jan's gonna be watching the cross there, off towards the lane. But Jai able to get the shot down, and that's quick just like that. Able to get a quick turnaround here off this B side in the process. Lucas in finds Tim and Kane. And now it's gonna be Hades all alone here from the back. Gotta deal with player 1 Clove, and it's gonna be a solo shot down once again.
Wow, it's not easy to be a player that has held the sniper for so long, and if you're FDX, to transition to an SMG player. So yeah, granted that is actually pretty good in terms of finding the opening pick there with the SMG. So that allowed them to push up that B side earlier. But here, they're not going to even play for the bomb pickup. They're going to go in for the back shots, man. They want to attack the A side real quick. That's 3 players downstairs. Gian, no! Only good for 1. And the shutdown is successful. A side in control. Aether forced to play a retake.
Got an effortlessly able to get it done once again. Off one to AR, the Odin connects Clove with a switchblade. Cuts 1 away. It is all alone. Shotgun on board. From the back, not going to be the best of position here. Off with an HS. Al-Ula can just definitely separate the space that they need. And he can definitely take the long way around. He's looking for a gun to pick up to. We can have a bit more range, but till then, FDX off the heady. You got player 1. Clove, they're just well prone down. They're just watching the same all direction and know exactly what's up to go for the chase down. And that's going to be 3 rounds back to back for the side of Al-Ula.
Oh man, interesting take there. I mean, maybe a slight mishap there for Aether was that they really got caught off guard on that mid map. There was no tension or resistance to the way Al-Ula played that. They just immediately went right down to mid and attacked that staircase. Gian had nothing but only 1 kill to stand her ground. They're going to offer a more A-side approach here. It's an anti-mid bar hit that they're going to set up
swift as lightning, fierce
after
as
that aggression from that mid to A from Al-Ula on that round number 3.
Tension comes around. Definitely going to be much more heartbreaking than Tension Nado. FDX gets stunned away. Hey, Savant able to get the read there. They have a lot of information already. Most going to be deployed though. Looking like Al-Ula still wants to go for the commitment here on his A side. Tim finds Clove away off the heady. He goes. Clove wins the 5. And he has massive mid-map control already. Until then, the rest of the crew from the side of Al-Ula still committing on towards A long. Clove already made a cross as well here towards A main, but Aether finds him off guard. And now, for the first time, we are seeing a number account advantage here for the set of Savant Aether. And how much more is down finds Jai away. FDX for the trade. It's a 1v2. Bomb still onto the custody for the set of Al-Ula. But this could be the perfect opportunity now here for Aether to claim their first round.
But the guy that they're going up against with is FTX, one of the more elusive players to go up against with in an S&D game. 4 kills to his name. And he's known to play a lot of the time just to make you overthink what kind of decision you'll be making. But Al-Ula on this round has never had the idea that the setup was a strong A for SVE Aether. So FTX is gonna learn his lesson the hard way, perhaps.
He knows.
He knows he's gonna run. Come chase me. I'm here. I'm heading to B.
What the dog doing? Run.
So now you're tasked with the clutch.
Bomb has been planted.
A 1v2,
Oh, he got it
baby.
in time. FTX
Pride.
about to make a play of his career, perhaps? Question mark. That's the first one through the smoke. And Hades on the oh! Kenchana.
Pungko FDX. Ano ka, mabato agad? Yeah, boy. Ilonggo Pride, baby. But unfortunately, it's Hades' show here off this round. And final the first from the set of 7. Aether. Hey, man, I mean, it's 2 rounds. You know,
Yeah.
a bit more shambling, a bit more reads here from set of 7. Aether. I mean, if Alula decides to go for the same old player on towards the A side, I mean, they had the whole time to back away, but they really decided to commit for that. And fortunately, Aether was able to punish her. Let's see about it now here this time. A bit of a different approach. I mean, it's kind of the same tone. They're leaning towards the B-bomb side this time around, though.
Yeah. There's a stun check that should give you information. Hey, there's so many players at the cafeteria. Azer, I need you to be able to hit your shots here. Has gone quiet so far. Needs that opening pick. Idea is off the books. Clove has made his mark inside the A site. Tim, on a 1v1 situation, wins that fight. Hades are gonna find himself inside of the point there as well, but just running loose. I tell you what, though,
The bomb has been planted.
Kane has made a lot of his presence felt on that B lane. Let's see how he's gonna be able to work it up here with his teammate Gian.
Moving there. Kane able to find Lucas in the way. Now it's 2v2, but Ty gets the trade. 1 for 2 to go. Kane was fouled previous rounds. Same goes for Hardpoint as well. Has been able to get a bit of spotlight. Definitely another perfect opportunity to do so, but Ty just shuts it away. 1 for 4 now. Up by 3 rounds. Alula, they take it right back.
Oh man, I mean, I don't know if I want Kurt to get a kill here.
Destroy the objective.
You know,
Huh.
does he deserve a kill? I think he needs to earn the wall of egg. You know, he needs to join Incendio up there. So Al-Ula needs to get all these kills. So Skirt does not get any. No! No! I may have caster cursed it.
Yeah, a bit of assist here and there, but oh, FTX! What are you doing, brother?
Bomb has been planted.
Why side though? FTX takes himself out off the day. Now all of a sudden it's a 1v3 situation. Mr. Hades, the god of hell.
Come on.
Can you do
Come
against
on.
Clove?
Come on. Show us what you got here, Hades.
All 3 looking at the same direction. No
Oh,
way.
it's a triple stack. Yeah.
Yep.
Lost that.
You had an SMG, you had a shotgun, you had a sniper looking at one direction. That was hot.
Yeah, well, let's just go to the next round. Aether again struggling on the close range.
Destroy the objective.
I don't think so, right? I mean, the struggle was on the long range here. Azer has not cut himself more impactful kills outside of that 1 kill that he's got right now. And they're banking on a B side defense. The whole stack is on B. And it's the other way around on the offensive side. Al-Ula is on the A side right now, and they're gonna know that the land is free to take. They can conquer it and plant that bomb as well. And Aether, a 5-man retake. Can they do it?
Does he check? Yes, he does, but still doesn't win the gunfight. Now, Clove gone rogue here on his mid lane, adding more nuisance here for the side of Aether. But Aether, though, finds one through the wall. Off the wall bag. Coming in. That's a 4v4. Player 2 Jan deck taking his time there on towards the mid map. Needs to gather up near, has to go for a Tim push now. It's all going to come down to the trades. Here's Hades. looks to lead the way. Lucasin finds the first frag here off the retake. Jai takes away Jayan. 3 for 3 off the kills. Lucasin with a triple. 1 for 6 they go. Alula in a steamroll.
Oh man, you know, that's just, I don't know how to explain this kind of, you know, unfairness I am feeling right now.
Smoke out.
You know, if it's not Clove, if it's not Jai, you still got Lucas in there. And you know, Alula is so good. Skirt is only 2 kills. This guy is an S&D demon. His work is cut out because he's got so much talent on his team. And another bank here for A side for Aether to defend. But here they think bigger picture. Oh, they want to test the Brazilian right away. Here comes a hot flaming demon. That's one. Nothing more than that, but to flick the reaction there for Lucasin. Insane.
Down.
Look at the flick of the wrist, dog.
It's not over yet. Ready
What was that? Dog Pixel just got flicked on. All right, there's the highlight itself. Absolutely uneven reactions. Now, statement of the game, 1 for 7. One more round here for Aether. I mean, for Alula, and that's going to be match point advantage.
Grenade.
Oh, they smell it. They smell it. This is definitely the team that potentially could give STE, now known as Alula, a back-to-back championship here in Garena Masters. Remember, they won up against Elevate last year, the last season. And that was with Reef on the team. This time, it looks more promising with Lucasin. And I feel like, you know, FDX being an SMG fits a little bit more of his style because kind of more of the IGL for this squad. But Aether, I want you to give me something here. I want you to be good. I want you to take another round. But can you do it? Jai with the killer bolt in his hand finds the double. Get a triple, baby. Give me one more. Shut this game down.
Give you one more. If I see on the kill feed that one man's laying out my whole team on the feed, gets a 3 spree, I'm definitely backing down there. Separate.
Oh, they're
Hades
chasing.
now getting trailed. 3 players out and goes. He finds 2, but Skirt is there for the trade. Now it's down all alone up against a whole, pretty much a triple squad of Alula, Skirt, Lucas, and Jai on the other side.
Enemy has the bomb.
Against Jayon. What can he do? Nothing. The Brazilian shuts him away. Match point for Alula.
Oh man, that's insane. S&D looking pretty good there for them. And they dominate the marksman sniper battle here. That has been the storyline, right? Outside of Kane and his heroics on that round 1 win. That 1 round win that they got on the defense, nothing really matters. The first blood has always been drawn upon by Alula. And they're going to get tested here once again. That is going to be Lucasin falling down first. Now it's Jai's turn to take the spotlight. They're going to delay the push here for a bit. So Aether could still make a rotation onto B, utilizing that staircase, but they make the push here now. FDX in the corner, finds the player Hades, and he is going to fall down. So Aether find a way to earn and steal a round away from Alula. This game not yet done.
Yeah, gotta play this one nearly perfectly though. Gotta force it overtime. Has to win 6 rounds in a row. Definitely easier said than done. But hey, anything is well possible in game mode search and destroy. As we come to see here, a 1-for-1-1-3 split will be offered here instead of Alula. Well, Aether is gonna go for a post-op here on towards the B side, leaving player to Jan as well to isolate the mid lane. As it comes through now here, Concussion gonna be flying on by. Finds one, off he goes, making a double for Clove. Gets shot down by Tim, but the information is relayed, and that's gonna be forcing the players of Aether to fall back.
Oh boy. Still a possible situation here for Aether to clutch out and win the round. There's only one player on B, and it's only FDX. They can play for the trade. Switchblade in his hands. He's going to get tested, and he's going to fall down. SBT Aether are on the bomb site, claiming another life, and it's all down to Lucasin. On this 1v3, show us what you got. That's the first one. Bomb not yet planted because of that pick. Lucasin has got 10. And the introduction for the #1 player in Brazil. Gonna be tested in this round to ice it perhaps. He's got the Tundra in his hands. Sniper, not good. Azer finds the pick, and we go another round. Oh, no, don't press exit. We're not yet over.
Not yet.
Don't do that.
Not yet. Well, and now it's just a matter of questioning how long can you sustain this. Aether, we got our eyes on you. Wait, there's Lucas already has 10, but oh, Clove has 12. 13 actually for Jive. Kills are just not really a problem here for instead of Alula. Look at this though. Kane already pushed up here quite deep towards B man. And I don't think Alula gets to call that. It's going to be a genuine commitment. They're on towards the B side. What a fake out here from instead of Stefan Aether.
And Aether, I mean, you're looking pretty good here. You find the missing puzzle. The missing puzzle's on the B side, so you try to put your efforts into it, but the nade cuts out Tim. Skirt is going to be in a great position, along with Clove, who finds the pinch. But Kane and Azer finds the response. This is not yet over. It's a 1v1 inside the B site. And Hades will find one. Clove, can he connect? No, not yet. Hades will win that fight. Oh, that's Lucasen who wins the 1v1. And there you have it. Al-Ula will be closing down this matchup.
Third sense, Lucasen. What? Gets one shot off the AR. Turns around, whips out the sniper, gets the shot down. You know, one thing I'm thankful about is that overkill is banned.
Oh,
it's allowed.
Thank God.
This guy is insane. Too much, man.
I'm overstimulated now. I blame Al-Ula for this because I think of the opportunities. I think of the possibilities of a way for Garena to become another world champion. It's not only possible with the way that the two teams have lined up here. The #1 team from the Philippines definitely elevate from the World Championship run last year. And the second best team in the Philippines, which is currently an international squad formed up here in Al-Ula. And we haven't seen the third best team yet that we got here. We're going to be most likely seeing a third slot in the World Championship, maybe perhaps, if I think from their performance, right? I think we should have another slot for next year, for this year.
It should be.
But God, man, Al-Ula, I am lost for words. I am lost for words with this team. I can't speak.
Just gotta do the math, man. I 14, Clove on 13, Lucas in on 13. I mean, initially in this roster for the side of previously known Star Wars Esports, now here Al-Ula, FTX and Skirt, they are the core players. And unfortunately, there's one thing that I gotta raise. So Skirt on Hardpoint, not a problem. Has been that he's been lacking on the search and destroy for a long time. I'm not saying that he was lacking in this game, but just to have Lucas in fill in towards the dynamic of having more search and destroy depth goes to show how much potential this roster will have to retain their throne in this Garena Masters series here, Cal.
I mean, Skirt's 5 kills. It will be overshadowed by all of this star power that they got, right? But all he just has to do is play his role, and he perfectly did that here in this game. Sometimes, you know, in this S&D, you don't get as much players normally as a sniper, or rather, as the A defender or the B defender. So right now, it's definitely going to be a puzzle for Skirt to find a way for him to get a lot of value in this S&D. But for now, you're going to be pretty happy with how this one turned out. Jai with 14 kills as the MVP. Saw him with a triple kill there earlier. And man, a sniper duo, a sniper marksman duo of Jai and Lucasen. It's a coach's paradise.
Dude, when you get a set of players that doesn't have any problems in gunfights, in micros, in rotations, how to use Roper skills properly, it's definitely a coach's dream for damn sure, man.
It's insane. I mean, there you go. You found yourself an example of what Al-Ula could do here in Garena Masters. And this is just the qualifiers, by the way. So we have a lot of teams actually competing off live So there are about 80 teams competing, and they're going to be playing 6 rounds of the qualifiers, and only 8 teams will make it to the group stage, which will be happening next week. So at the moment, you saw Elevate and how they played out their maps. You saw how Al-Ula played their maps up against Aether. Now you decide in the comment section who is the better team out of the first 2 games we've seen here today.
Yeah, I mean, is it Elevate or is it Alula? But anyways, a quick message from Brazil. I mean, para a familia brasileira, espero que tenham gostado do show, tenham uma boa noite. Anyways, with that being said, once again, this is Garena Masters 10, Weaving the Legacy. We still have 1 more series to go, but before that, we're going to have a short break. We'll be right back, guys.
And we welcome you right back here in the Garena Masters 10 Qualifiers. Day number 1. I'm Kelly. I'm down here with Warden to bring you the final game up today. A best of 3 lying ahead, and it's scary. A tier 1 team that has shown itself as a capable squad of defeating highly mighty squads back in the last 2 Garena Masters season. And they are going to be going up against a squad that are still looking to try to find a name for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, scary. I mean, you had a roster of Pickle, Chroma, Mid, Sebia, and Tokyo back in Garena Masters 9. And prominently, I mean, Garena Masters 9 wasn't really their best course of the season, if I'm not mistaken. It was back in Garena Masters 5 where they almost took down Elevate on the lower bracket or so.
Yeah.
Or somewhere along those lines. Either Garena Masters 5 or 6. I just got to recall later on. But I think the big spotlight here is definitely going to be AMG versus Tilly's. I mean, we have Furyk here. We have Akak or Coco. And those two has been pretty much around in the competitive scene for a while. The last time we got to see Furyk was back in Team Prestige during the Stage 4 last year run. So let's see if this new roster for Andrew Versatilis can serve him a better run compared to how it went down last year.
It's going to be a bit of a different way for them to enter here because they'll be coming in as the underdog in this matchup right here. And Scary, they have fielded a couple of guys that are kind of demons in terms of slaying power. You're talking about guys like Pickle, you're talking about guys like Chroma that have found their ways to play fast. So you're gonna have to deal with the SMG presence here from Scary as you play in this Hardpoint and SND action of those first two maps in this best of 3. And for Versatilis, it's gonna be taking quite some time for them to adapt into how this one will play out. But thank God that you're going to be playing as Shen, the Hardpoint, to start this series, because it's a map that has been played so many times over the course of the years. So this shouldn't be a map where you'd be too lost when it comes to playing.
Yeah, I mean, Hashem is like the firing range of Hardpoint. It's a pretty wrapped up map already. Everyone knows exactly what are the good, bad spawns, rotations, shortest routes. And it's just all going to come down to the team prowess once again. I mean, gunfights, operator skills, something that we were able to see how much difference it can actually offer with the matches that we were able to witness between Elevate and Alula up against their predecessors earlier. So let's see about it. I feel like this time around, we are bound to see a much more of a closer fight. After all, Scary, yes, they have been consistently been around in the Garena Masters series for a long time already. But Andrew Versatilis, I mean, there's a big reason why they're here in this qualifiers already this far as well. And it's just all going to come down to who has the better day, Callie.
Both teams standing at 2-0 in the series counts. One will have to go with a loss here. So now we started final game of the day, and after this we got some community action, baby, at the Gladiators. But Scary are gonna be playing up against Versatilis on this map number 1, and Chroma, we've talked about them being more of the favorite squad, but if Versatilis can just have that good day, they can swing it. After all, this game is Call of Duty Mobile momentum based, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, hey, figured it out here so far. Massive shots down here from instead of AMG Versatilis. I mean, very impressive feat, I gotta say. But shockingly, we're seeing a kill 1-for-1 D1 song. I mean, okay, run it down, Sabio. Do what you must. I mean, you can get it down for sure. But yeah, first 25 here for a set of Versatilis. But Scary though, on the contrary, at the latter part of the still, sub 10 seconds, looking to own this one down.
Already able to find their way back in the groove here. But still going to be good premonition that this game might not be as the way we intend to see Elevate and Aula played. I'm looking for something very close, and I believe Versatilis will have what it takes to keep this game in that kind of way. We open up this P2 so far. Furyk with a big 2 kills, but the spawns are kind of in a very bad spot here for Versatilis. Need to find their way back to Regather. And they're all gonna get gunned down, so Scary. Look at them. Just light it up on the feed. They clean up that P2.
Yeah, massive free out from instead of Furyk already. 11 to his name. Unfortunate that it's not really translating to the opener here on his kill time itself. Chroma, before he goes down, finds the trees free. Hunter Killer Drone finds himself out instead. Mamra out with a Tempest. Good for 5. 6-3 elimination for Mamra. Switchblade comes through. They go on a spray. Massive read overall for Scary, and they look to turn this one into a full run, full 60 here, Callie.
Oh man, looking pretty good. Again, had a slow start in that P1, but look at how the fracking power is absolutely turning up. Again, we talked about Chroma being a devastating player, but it's not just him doing all of the shots here. It's also Mamra. He's gonna have 14 kills, so overall 26 kills in total for the SMG duo here for Scary. But Versatilis are still within the game. We're moving on to P3. Operators soon will be available. And it's how you utilize these operators that will earn you the money on this P3. Fate will bring out the equalizer early. She was going to have the Sparrow right in time. Predicts the spawn and finds a lot of kills with it. And that's going to provide AMG some way of assault, a lifeline inside of the point.
Has to offer a pinch there. Unfortunately, Fate gets taken down. Now, gets first 30. We'll take the sub 30 here away from you. Sabio able to get a read here, finds an equalizer off on the board. Should be working towards top balcony and top patio. And the rest of the crew here from the Scary just backing up the hill. Pickle extends out with it. Damage as well on towards the warehouses. Able to get 1, 2, and 3 kills to his name. That's going to be a wave off here from set of AMG versus Tillis. Has the option to go for the early rotation, but they still want to fight for the scrap. And honestly, very far-fetched they can get anything out of away from this, but till then spawns gets given for them, so they should have a better look on this P4, but for the time being, no carry up by 30 points.
Ooh, yeah, Pickle right in front of Chula. He gets nicely haircut right there. And yeah, I mean, an early rotation gifted for Versatilis, but they did not win the initial fights to win transition, so now Pickle is inside of the point, and his teammates are right back in. Mumro with the Tempest, and oh man, he's going big with it. And he's gonna dab with it as well, as Carey now reaching 100 points in this P4.
Yeah, now cleans up, 40 seconds remaining. No pushes to be offered here. Recently, not until now, we are able to see a 4-man push here from the front side, 1 man from the top as well. But kills after kills they go, and it's just all gonna come down to Coco to make the play, to clear out the lane and find the leeway for the set of AMG versus Chillis. A very much needed sub time here off this hill. AMG versus Chillis needs to get a foothold. Nonetheless, get the scare once again, be back on track. But till then, though, 10 seconds remaining. AMG versus Chillis definitely winning the scrap time here on the Speed 4. We go back to a reset here, Cali, with nearly around 30 points here on the lead for Set of Scary.
It's just a marginal one that can be retributed back here on this P1 coming up ahead. Predator missile locked in. That's a great sign that Versatilis are winning gunfights. Furyk with 20 kills, and we've seen him play in a Masters title group stage already, so he's not new in this kind of environment right here, and he is shining upon his team, trying to will them back in this game with 22 kills to his name, but it's going to take more than that. You got to be consistent with your operators, with your rotations, and your trades inside of the point. Your nades are connecting, and Chu and Fate combines for a 4 kills that flushes out Scary in this P1. First 30 seconds belonging to Versatilis. You're liking the momentum shifting towards their side right now.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of great streaks instead of AMG versus Chillis in regards to how they hold things down on this P1. I mean, take a look at that. You barely get to see any teams get to finish it off this P1, especially in this type of level, but till then, they're able to make it work out, though. Scary still scrappy enough to be able to contest and fight through and break down the scrap time. That's going to be more than enough for them to actually still retain the lead as we approach the rotation now here towards P number 2. It's a 50-50 fight between player 1, Pickle, and Furyk. As Pickle able to get 1 kill, make it a double. Can he find a triple? The answer is no. The equalizer comes through, but the trade's going to be there from the backside. Chroma able to get 1. Times is going to be out with the War Machine. Team goes for Furyk as well. It's an all-out barrage on this P2 Cali.
Oh, Pico again is going to have to come up huge with this step machine. Coco is going to be inside of the point here. He's going to fall down from the operator. And Scary are having a trouble to actually find their way inside. So Versatilis have found a knack of playing inside of the point now. It's looking pretty good. They're claiming time. The lead cut down to single digits. Sebio trying to save this for Scary. But the continuous lead here is dwindled down. Just a 4-point lead, and they're fighting for that 25 seconds. And may perhaps get the back 30 of this. Scary should be able to find a regather here as they find nice positions inside off the point. Versatilis are kind of given the thought of setting up that early rotation. They still want to contest the old.
Yeah, but full control, return of recovery once again for the set of Scary. P3 here, AMG versus Chillis looking quite great here so far. In regards to getting just the vicinity here locked down, but the spawns are going to be geared towards garden side, well side here for the set of Scary. They have an arches push alongside the top patio, and they should be able to clear out the lanes that they need here to get some times of side definition off this hill as it opens up. Chroma leads the way with a claw, but can't find anything off that. Only good for 1. Same goes for Nuts. That much is going to be coming through here from player 4 here from the top side. Should be able to mow down a bit of the players here from the set of Scary, but really can't find the read as Mop pulls it down. The Pretty flash through. Information relayed. Scary still in control.
Oh man, it just ballooned over. That lead has now grown to just 40 seconds in Mamra. And the team you see, the gunfights, they have won it multiple times. And now they're starting to think that, hey, it doesn't matter if we get the kills outside. We got to get inside of the point, and that's where they're finding so much of this kills. Versatilis are now meeting the haymakers, and they are going down. The resistance is now loose, and Scary continues to capitalize on this momentum that they obtain from that P2 hold.
30-point mark has now been claimed, but it's not as Scary. More than enough time for them as well to end things off for that P number 4 if ever they can get the full amount of it. As it opens up, definitely looking to be a scary game now here, Cali. AMG versus Achilles here, push back to response side. Player 2 has to make a play with his power here from the top as well as he finds one for himself. Takes away Chroma, but the War Machine counters back with it as Kramzu leads the way. Another wave of push is denied by the side of Scary.
This is the star power that you're talking about earlier in the board, Warden, where, you know, when it comes down to the late games where it matters most, you saw Scary actually kind of flailing down at that P2, second hill, and then at the back 30 seconds, Bomber decided to pull up something huge along with Chroma, and then they just went in, changed that P2 to a P4 hold, and now they're only 15 seconds away from winning this. Versatilis will need a miracle to find their way back in here. And before we even talk about a comeback, they need a P4 to a P1 hold in order for them to be considered.
Yeah, and it's definitely looking quite bleak now here, man. 10 points, 9 points remaining for the side of Scary. You hit the deck once again, back to P1. I mean, AMG Versatilis has been phenomenal in regards to playing the first hardpoint off this map of Ashenda, but it's going to take absolutely more than just that for them to stay alive inside of this game. No concession has to be given for the side of Scary if they want to stay alive in this mansion. 5 points remaining. Scary, Chroma, topside, control, doesn't matter. Claw on hand, mowing down the players of AMG Versatilis. A bit of contention here from player 4, Coco. But at most, Scary, they overwhelm the players of AMG Versatilis as they closed it out at a 250 to 138 score line.
Wow. Just gave Versatilis a chance, right, to just close that distance. It was 129 to 125 on that P2 hardpoint. And when they had the back 30 seconds of that hill, P2 to P1, that's 4 straight hills where they dominated. Versatilis had no chance of entering the point, mainly because of the gun power that Mama was able to provide on that game. And Chroma, along with Sebio, those 3 combining for so much kills around the point, and they'll be able to serve up very good, I would say, a win.
Yeah, you know, a bit of shake once again there at the start of T1. I was kind of nervous there for Scary for a moment or so, but once you got to see the P2 strike, T3, T4 rotations, and the gunfight just came along the way, it was just phenomenal control overall from the side of Scary. But hey, you know, at least got something to work on. That P1 definitely needs a bit of patch-ups, but aside from that, Scary was bizarre, phenomenal. Operators connecting, really good rotations, great team fights. Yeah, Scary still the same old Scary that we all know.
That's what you would expect from them. And I guess you could say that Kramzu had a slow start with only 8 kills on the first steal rotation, but he gladly picked it up. You saw the War Machine on that P4, where it was the only guy holding the island and still proceeded to throw haymakers. And Scary good enough to take that map number 1. But what awaits us in map number 2 could be a potential close game. I hope perhaps we get one. And before we end the day, because I feel like there is so much potential in this AMG squad that's yet to be tapped.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there were some certain aspects where I kind of felt like that AMG Versatilis could definitely have been able to switch things around. Unfortunately, just the reads and one player from the side of Scary just all of a sudden turning things around. I mean, after all, you're looking at a squad of Malmra, Sebio, Chroma, Pickle, Kramzu, which has been prominently been known in the sub-top 5 of Garena, the Garena region. But hey, Furyk, at least a team with 35 kills to his name. Valiant efforts for them, but the rest really has to double it down. I mean, you got Chu, you got Fate, you got Coco there. It had definitely offered a bit more, but that being said, hey, it is what it is. And after all, I mean, just knowing these players here from the set of Versatilis, you know, you got what? Nuts alongside Coco here. These are college students that has been able to make time to attempt to qualify in the Garena Masters here, Cali.
Definitely. And again, you have to balance your work, your life, your gaming, your hobbies, and absolutely for Scary and obviously for AMG, you know, they've earned their mark and they're very close to actually winning and advancing to the group stage. But for now, Scary is going to be winning this matchup right here. But can I tell you what happened in this match, right? I mean, there was just so many variety of weapons that was used. I saw an XM4. There was a kilo at one point. Again, there is the usual Switchblade, but you also had the LAG-53 in that game. So yeah, very interesting how that map was played out and how many weapons was utilized there. When when we think of esports, you just have to abuse the meta weapons, which currently right now is the Switchblade.
Yeah, I mean, on the AR, it's been the 1-for-1, the lag 63 or 53. I didn't really expect that to be pulled out, but hey, Mr. Scary, Mr. Versatilis, they had something to show, and we'll see how much more shenanigans can we see later on as well as we move over towards Search and Destroy. Cali, S&D, we haven't really seen a close one here, not just yet, and how much more as well on Control. I mean, every series that we have been granted with, coming from the set of Elevate and Starboys, coming in from Alula and Aether, it has been 2-0s. I hope this time around we might be able to see a long distance come through, but this is obviously a bit of a far-fetched statement. We are talking about Scary, which is pretty darn well good in Search and Destroy.
I agree with you on that, and absolutely with this team, having Mamra and Chroma as the anti-fraggers, it's going to be very beneficial. But I'm just guessing, I'm just thinking, who's going to be the sniper? Who's going to be the marksman here for Scary as we move into the S&D? Because again, the format and the way that the gun rolls have been updated for this year, you just can't have 2 snipers in the game anymore. One would have to opt in with the marksman weapon just to be able to play in the S&D. So there's going to be some dynamics that will be changed here. Same thing would go along for AMG Versatilis. So yeah, I guess if it's Krams is the sniper or Sebio is the sniper, that might be good.
I think Sebio on the scopes will definitely not be a problem. I feel like if I look at Kramzu, I think he's more of a marksman player, but hey, we'll see. We can have all the speculation. The next thing you know, it could be Momred, it could be sniping. God knows. So, hey, yeah, once again, guys, if you guys are tuning into the show, this is Garena Masters 10, Weaving the Legacy. This is just only the qualifier stage, by the way. Don't get this mistaken as the group stage. So we're just still finalizing and filtering out and who's going to be making it to the top 8 for main broadcast itself. As we come through now here, currently, this is the last series. We have AMG Versatilis and Scary. We had the first run there with Elevate and the Linear Star Boys. On the second run, we had the feature of the brand new squad of formerly known as Tower Esports, now Alula, going against event Aether. And now, currently, once again, Versatilis and Scary we go. Cali, it's now Search and Destroy, and it's going to be in Tunisia.
Tunisia. Manny Pacquiao's mom is going to be playing right up next. Aling Tunisia. Oh, hey, by the way, Manny Pacquiao is going to be having a fight up against Floyd Mayweather after their 2015 bout this September. So
that was 2015.
You're going to put your house on the line. If you're going to put your house on the line, Warden, who would you think is going to be winning that 1v1? Mind you, this is not an exhibition. This is a real match. This is a real match.
Kelly, I don't know about you, but putting up stakes like that on a broadcast like this, I was totally... I lost out on it last time. I put my eyebrows on the line and I had to pay for the price. So I'd rather keep the answer to myself, my guy.
Okay, so now we're talking about
Filipino
maturity.
Pride. Filipino pride.
Yeah, Filipino
pride, baby.
Manny Pacquiao. You're my idol. Oh. But anyways, we're going to be hoping... I know, what?
You're super bantamweight world champion. You're featherweight against Mayweather. I mean, hey, just like Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather, Cali, I miss hugging you as well, man.
Okay, here we go. Tunisia. It's where we are headed. Come on. We gotta see some advanced plays here if you're Scary. They're more of an attack side team, by the way. From last year's run, the 2 seasons that they played during the Masters, their attack side has been one of the better versions of themselves, and mainly partly because of the fragging power of their entry. Ramzu is going to be here as the marksman. A couple of shots fired, but Scary's gonna have the numbers game here, but they don't know where Furyk is. Oh, never mind.
Oh my god.
Hey,
that's one. Hey, never mind. Kramzu off the type, able to get it done. 3 kills to his name. First round for the stat of Scary.
Ooh, Scary.
Defend the objectives.
That was a quick one, not gonna lie. Mid split there onward, Scary.
Grenade.
And looking like they're gonna go for the same old play this time around. Much more defiant. Player 3, Fade. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better watch out. I'm telling you why. Scary Mamra on the roll here. First frag. No, never mind. Retreating smoke. They go nuts. Finds the spray down. Finds Pickle and Mamra away. And Coco connects with Sebio. Now it's gonna be Crabzu and Chroma. The marksman's all alone here for Scary.
Oh, not 3 Ps here in this round. A 1v2. No way Chroma's gonna clutch that. And we gotta respond back there for AMG Versatilis. And not, again, he knew that a second time will be coming on that Zig. And he was prepared for the gunfights. And I tell you what, Scary, if you're gonna do that the second time, you gotta have a flashbang in your arsenal just to stop Nuts from doing another clip up against you.
Mamra lurking down here on his mid lane. Finds Fate away. Should be Nuts as well, but Nuts has been the connector merchant. Good for 3 to his name, but the rest of the crew here will hit the strike now out towards the B bomb side. But Kramsu able to shut down Furyk up and away. That's a 3v3. Leaving Chroma here to anchor on his mid map. Should be able to get True down as well, but be able to react quickly. Now the support will be covered explosion from the sniper's nest, and the flank will be in for Coco. So hey, looking to be a bright round here for the set of AMG Versatilis if they can get the retake up against Pickle and Kramsu.
Oh, 30 seconds remaining here. Numbers wise, it's not looking good for Scary. The positioning is sublime here for Kramsu as they get the timing onto Nuts. Pickle, you signed up for this. Kramsu with the 2 Ps and Pickle. Oh no, the timing is unreal. He was gonna get the shotgun clutch and AMG will take the lead.
Nice work. Get ready for the
Yep.
next round.
When you know there's a shotgun right around the corner, set your distance apart. Didn't happen that way. A bit of a premature position difference that is Scary, but they paid a price for it. Now on the lead, AMG Versatilis we go. Alpha Meta Gaming. How much more can they get? They absolutely need this one if they want to stand a chance even more. And a wall back from the set of Furyk, able to get that angle down. Finds Crabzu up and going. That's an early 4v5.
Out there waiting. A big pick for Chroma off the feed. And Furyk, again, he has to hold this, but Sevio's gonna find the elimination. So now the B side is wide open. Not just been looking pretty good here. Let's see what he'll be able to throw in as his teammates busy trying to provide that attack on the ramps. That should give him some opening to push through. Again, the hold is just too good there.
Lost that round. It's not
Or
over
the
yet.
side of Scary, and they're gonna tie this one up.
Love a close search and destroy game. It's a matter of question though, who can steamroll, who can get the momentum.
Destroy
But I don't mind a back and forth ping pong battle. Approach this time now for Scary, looking like it's gonna be a full stack here. One guy on the top side of Winery, 4-man hitting it down main. Mamra's running it down here on side of the side. As he finds Coco down, she should be up next. Beautiful slide, smooth like butter. But Nuts able to get the trade. Crabs able to get one as well. And just like that, Sebio with a sniper effortlessly able to get it done. Scary, now here, back on track, off the lead to go.
I mean, it's baffling looking at Garena teams and see all 5 rounds just be
Destroy the objective.
fast attacks, right? I mean, normally in this kind of high-level S&D, you would see a couple of teams slow it down after playing a lot faster in the predecessing rounds. But here, you see Scary, they're just going in all out. There's no thinking, just killing. And Mamra is going to find another pick there, and Scary is going to set foot on the B site once again for the second time. Back to
Bomb has been
back.
planted.
Up for the PKM, sprays down. Mamra can't get the shot to connect. No connections whatsoever. What is happening? But whips out the shotgun where he's absolutely a beast at. Able to get one Nuts there on the corner side and get the kill. Now to 1v3. Information relayed. Kramzu quick to get the trade. That's going to be now Scary here, up by 2 rounds.
Oh, not looking good here for AMG. Again, where Furyk is where, you know, AMG was able to convert a couple of wins.
We got the bomb.
So Scary definitely just abusing that A side for as long as they can until a response is made. And again, Mamra not afraid to showcase his full attack here. Gonna change things up. It's going to be a B exec, a split action for Mamra and Pickle, who will find a kill. Extending out. This is not what you want, but he still ends up with the kill. Wow. Mamra is going in for an aggressive push. What?
Lost that round, but it's not over yet. Ready up.
Defensively, triple back CT slam. Grand Scary, another quick round there.
Ramsey's got 11.
Destroy the objective.
Ramsey off the top. He goes. Flying through. Swan diving. Front head. Bastion. Carry. Not slowing down the pace at all. It's now a 4-1 split here. Nut's going to be alone on the connector side. He has been checked out. Momra knows exactly what's up as he tries to go for the extension as well. Onward Sniper's Nest able to get another read up against Furyk and is just clearing up the lanes like it's no problem at all. Spots 2, the last 2 players up and about, has been able to wield a shotgun. Can he do exactly what his scope? And the answer is yes. Good for 2. Make it a quad overall.
It's not over yet.
4.
Ready
Momra.
up.
Mia.
He can do it. Mamma mia. He can do it with whatever gun. Whether it be the close range shotgun or the long range sniper. He will go in for the killing blow and he wants the MVP. Ain't no way I'm letting Kramzo take the MVP here. But sides have switched. And now it's time for AMG to showcase what they got on the attack. Chroma will be the one left to stay and push these players away from the B site. Chroma with the 2Ps and here comes the demon. Chroma collecting kills as easy as it could get. He's gonna get tagged up. He's gonna fall back for a bit. Here's the information. Nuts is on the other side. Nuts converts the double. And now it's time for Pickle to deliver the killing blow.
Lost that
And
round.
Scary
It's not over yet.
snowballing everything. 7-2. Just 2 more rounds to secure a 2-0 win in this matchup.
Yeah, about to be a quick one here. I mean, it was only the first 4 rounds we were able to see, oh, it's a back and forth. You know, keep it chill, keep it tight, keep it close. But no, Scary, change up the pace. All out aggressively, running it down.
God.
And it's going to be the same feature as well on his mid-map as the sun connects. Kramzy good for 3 elimination as Pickle finds 1 for himself. In a blink of an eye, Furyk all alone in a 1v5. Finds 1v4.
And the Eye of the Hurricane, the 1v4. The Eye of the Hurricane, it's quiet. It gets lonely. And now it's over.
Lost that round. It's not over yet. Ready up.
I wouldn't expect it to be like this. And if you're AMG, what's happening, right? What are you thinking right now? You have been met with unlimited onslaught.
Enemy has the bomb.
Just relentless push around the mid-map. There is no way you are nading that mid-map right now. Because if you do, you're getting stunned, you're getting killed.
Wow. Nuts. The VBO problems to get Momra away. The trades from the bottom side should come through now. A bit of a staggered push here. You got Nuts already extended on towards the front side. Had the bomb as well, but you had what? Coco alongside Chu just sitting at the back. Might just be able to pay off though as he finds a double. Take away Chroma and Pickle. Coco finds Kramzy away. Now it's Fabio all alone with his hopes, but you can't get complacent against this man. He's been able to do a lot already in the past. And the time might just get dropped down to 40 seconds as the bomb's going to get planted, but it's still not over for Scary. They can definitely close it out here, but because of Sebio.
Can he do it? Can he ice the game? There's 2 guys to deal with. Furyk. Does he hear him? That's the pistol in his hand. That should work pull up against the sniper. 1 man down. You can pick up a weapon here. Get yourself a secondary to go up against Chu. Remaining on the B side. Holding off a firm angle. For AMG to score another round. Is no way. There's still enough time for Sebio to clutch this. Chu needs to buy more seconds to win it and extend it.
He did it. Yes, it
And he's going to play time very smart. Doesn't have to go for the engage in Sebio. Just going to watch that bomb explode. And hello. I'll see you on the next round.
Take care now. Nearly a feat there for Sebio. Could have made the play of his career, but it didn't happen.
The enemy has the bomb.
Next round's going to be opening up now. Here's 3-8. 5 more here for an overtime extension here for AMG Versatilis. Go for a strike now here on towards the B side. Has to meet Pickle here with Switchblade. Able to find 1 off the cross. Coco's out. Who's up next now, baby? Light it up. 2 players here. Goes for the double chow. They should have the leeway now to go for the push on the B side.
Momra is going to opt in for a very tough spot for him to be in as he's locked down by a scope on the other end, but he's taking up space. The more space you take, the more pressure AMG will feel. The longer this round takes. And Furyk has had a couple of big shots. They're trying to single up Momra here, and they're going to corner him. Now the numbers are looking pretty good. Now it's all about the exec. You take down Kramzu, that would be very beneficial, but he gets out alive. A sliver of health that he's got. And now it's an A-side exec here. Scary knows that AMG are on their way. And Sepio with no hesitation goes up to push. Takes one man down. Kramzu alone on the A site. No backup yet. Determined here is Chroma. He is on his way. Kramzu won. Kill more. For him to end this game, Warden, can he do it?
Battle of snipers and marksmen. Furyk, Kramzu. 30 seconds left on the clock. Bomb is dropped onto the shadows. Kramzu is going to be positioning himself on towards Connector's side, expecting a wrap around from Furyk. Furyk's expecting the same type of aggression as well. Furyk, you got to make the play. You got to move in quick.
Seconds.
18 seconds left. And Kramzu knows exactly what's up as well. He's not moving. I don't exactly know what's happening. And he's connected back into the game. No! He can't lose this round like this. It's over. 5 seconds now. No more time left. Kramzu knows exactly what's up. Just like that. Well, give it up now. Scary wins the series. They advance to the next stage.
He's saving for the next series. That's what it is. Unfortunate ender for Furyk, as he did not connect in time to maybe extend the round, but Scary will win the series 2-0. And a lot of dominant games that we've seen here today from Elevate, from Al-Ula, and you got Scary. Definitely have the bunch here. We still got a lot more games coming up for tomorrow, so can't wait to see how TSM, Ace Gamers, and the Oblivion Squad, the DVK Oblivion Squad, actually make their return with Epoch, by the way. Epoch is in Oblivion once again. And that's what Garena Masters X is all about, right? Garena Masters 10, 40k prize pool, tons of money to fight for. But we talk about this game first for Warden. Scary unlimited mid-map attack. It's like they have a prepaid, they have a postpaid, subscription for free attacks on mid. Brought to you by Mamra.
Whew. Yeah, what a feat overall here from the side of both ends, but Scary just, how exactly it went down as well on Hardpoint, man. It was a back and forth at the start, but at the end, once Scary was able to pick up on the momentum and exactly what they had to do, they were just, running it down.
Running down, they did. If it's not Mamra with the frontline assault, right? It's Kramzu spamming that Type 63. And yeah, Mamra definitely stole the spotlight here with a lot of those entries that he was able to provide for his team. But this squad, I'm quite sure there's more than stress that they got here in this Tunisia map. I mean, they just want to get this game over with. I felt like, they after that win on that map number 1, full steam of confidence. You could see them go in for a lot of ego chows, a lot more risk. Normally, they would not do when facing teams on the same caliber. But yeah, a win is still a win in these qualifiers, and you want to end the day, so maybe you could get some rest, because later on today in 3 hours at 8 p.m. you're gonna have scrims. So you want to get as much reps as you can, get as much stress as you can, because tomorrow there will still be a qualifiers. It's still not over. We still don't know who's going to be on the group stage until the day ends tomorrow.
Yeah, gotcha. And yeah, 3-9 scoreline overall. I mean, on paper seemed to be one of the more intense search and destroy, but till then, I mean, gap out still. Scary they go, and they take the lead then from themselves. But moving over, Callie, what a run that we've had here so far, man. But unfortunately, we don't get to see any control game modes.
Yeah, no way we see it. Unfortunately, it would be fun. Would have been fun to see a crossroads strike or a standoff be played, but the way things are currently in the qualifiers, there's still a lot of teams that you're going to have to sort out. But tomorrow, it's a guarantee that we'll be seeing a ton of closer games, closer than what we got in there right now. So make sure you stay tuned for tomorrow's matches. And yeah, we're still going to be seeing Scary and AMG move their way in there. They're on a 2-0. They're on a 2-0 bracket. So these guys, they have still a lot more to go. So they gotta have to fight their way back in here. For Scary, you're closer to victory. But if you're AMG, you may have taken this loss. You may have taken a big loss in this series, but you got one more chance in tomorrow's games in order for you to qualify to the group stage, which will happen next week.
Yeah, I mean, still a long way to go. After all, we've seen a lot of intense matches already. We've seen a lot of showcase coming from, one of the more, awaited team like Alula and Elevate. And come to think of it, once again, thank you so much, Garena, for even having these qualifiers broadcasted. I mean, this is the first year now. I hope we get to see a lot more of this, Alex.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we want to see some more underdogs coming in to play in the group stage. But with the grueling group stage, I believe the qualifiers is more gruesome than what it is because of how much, players, how much teams that you're gonna have to play, how much teams you're gonna have to fight, and may the best team wins. Honestly.
I mean, it's definitely grueling as well, because typically in the Garena Masters setting as well, you have like a roster like Elevate or even Alula get invited directly, but they have to go through qualifiers, being, adding towards just being a bane of some of these teams that have a lot of hopes and dreams to make it. But after all, we are in a very promising and a very forgiving format. This is a Swiss stage here, so it will definitely filter out the talents in a fair manner.
So now it's all about finding your way back in this game if you have taken the loss for the day, right? For the teams that met Elevate, for Alula, for Scary, hopefully you guys get to bounce back in your games for tomorrow so that you'd be able to find your way in the group stage where you're guaranteed $1,000 already after you play in it, and obviously a chance to play in GSI. And once again, this is the Call of Duty Mobile Garena Masters 10 Qualifiers day number 1, and tomorrow we'll be seeing you guys once again. But later on in an hour, you'll be having the Community Gladiators, I believe is the Battle Royale tournament, so make sure you stay tuned on that. We will be taking the break now. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.
Of Ken and Curse here alongside